Alright, so in this video we're going to learn how to factor this cubic equation, and we're going to use synthetic division. But the first thing I need to do is I need to use remainder theorem to find my factors. So I'm going to just pick a random number. I always start with 1 and then I increase it to 2, 3, 4 if 1 does not work. Okay, so I'm going to basically do this in my calculator. I'm going to replace all my x's with 1s. I'll type the equation exactly as it is in my calculator. So I get -4, which means that x minus 1 is not a factor. So I'm going to change all the 1s to 2s. Try and see if 2 works. So f of 2 is 0. Which means that 2 is a perfect factor of this equation, so I can use 2 for my synthetic division. So that's what I'll do next. I'll do my synthetic division. And I have a separate video on this, so I'm going to do it a bit quicker over here. I'll write my coefficients there. And I'll start by bringing down the 2, then I'll multiply those, that's 4. Add those, that's 5. Multiply those, that's 10. Add these two, that's -3, and then multiply those two, that's -6, and then finally you should always get 0 because our remainder at the end is always 0. Okay, so how am I going to write this solution? The first thing I'm going to do is write f of x equals, my factor was 2. My correct factor was 2, so that's how I get x minus 2, because 2 is a solution to this bracket. And I'm left with the bottom over here. So a cubic equation will turn into a quadratic equation. So these are my coefficients. That's 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Now I simply just need to factor this part over here using my man method. So I'll do that at the side over here. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. I'm going to use my man method. My m is -3 times 2, which is -6. My a is 5, and my two numbers are 6 and -1. So then I'll do factoring by grouping. So 2x squared plus 6x minus x minus 3. Common factor for these two is 2x. And common factor for these two is -1. So I basically have x plus 3, 2x minus 1. So I can come back here and I can rewrite this as x minus 2, and then the factoring of this part, which I did with my man method, was x plus 3 and then 2x minus 1, and this is a fully factored equation.